So we are starting the topic assessing non-financial performance. So you may be very well knowing about financial performance of a company. If you want to know the financial performance of a company, you can know the financial performance of the company if you check the SOPL of the company, that is statement of profit or loss. Fine. You can also know the actual position of the company's, like wealth or obligations by checking the statement of financial position. These two can be one of the these two can be the sources to check the financial performance, and as well you can check the financial performance of a company with the help of ratios, accounting ratios. We have already done that in the book like FA, financial accounting subject. So but our agenda today is not to discuss about the financial performance. It is the opposite of this, the non-financial performance, whereby the company's non-financial performance is also like something which is of high importance, and we will be seeing what we are going to study regarding the non-financial performance and why it is so important in today's scenario or today's world. So let's start this. So what we are going to learn in this topic: non-financial performance measurement, non-financial indicators, non-financial performance measures. We are going to see what are the non-financial performance or how we can measure the performance of a company in non-financial aspects. That means where the finance is not involved. We are not giving emphasis to money or cash flow or any kind of such stuff. We are going to give importance to something where money is not involved. Okay. We are going to check the performance of the company in all those areas where money's involvement is not there. Then we are going to see the balance scorecard. What is a balance scorecard all about? And we are going to see all these ratios as well. Okay. So let's go ahead. Non-financial indicators. So what are the areas we need to study to check the performance of a company in the areas where money is not at all involved, or the areas which can be termed as non-financial non-financial aspect. Okay. Or we are going to study the areas where finance is not at all involved, and we are going to check the company's performance in that area where finance is not involved. So the indicators are nothing but this gives the indication about the company's performance in non-financial areas. So financial measures do not convey the full picture of company's performance. Of course, one aspect of the performance is financial performance, but another aspect is non-financial performance. Suppose if I say company is earning profits, it is good, but it's compromising with quality. Do you think it is good or bad? It is bad. Yes. Hello. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. Do you think a company should compromise with the quality of a product? That means they should sell cheap grade products to customers because cheap grade products cost them less, because original stuff is not at all present in the cheap grade product, or the raw metal what you are using is of utmost cheap quality. Do you think customers can accept those products? Do you think they are going to compromise? No. So here profits of course is something which is a financial performance measure, but quality is a non-financial performing measure or non-financial indicator. Okay. So now you understand what I mean here now. So in today's world, in today's modern business environment, everyone is, lot of concerned about a company's non-financial performance even. So today organizations are competing in terms of product quality. Yes, they are emphasizing on quality, delivery. The goods should reach on time. Okay. All these startups, Dunzo and other startups which are in India, they make sure that you get your goods as soon as possible. That's what they advertise, and they want to be more reliable to the customers these days. After sales service is also what is very important, because that's the confidence of the people in the company, and as well as that makes people loyal towards the company because company is taking care of their concerns. Here people mean customers. Customer satisfaction also very important aspect. So all these are non-financial indicators or areas whereby finance is not required, not given much importance or emphasis. Okay. So successful execution of these variables is for success, but none of these are directly measured by a traditional accounting system. Yeah, we don't take quality or reliability or delivery, all these things in accounting. Okay. In the sense, putting efforts to deliver as soon as possible, not delivery charges. Delivery charges are expenses, but the efforts what we are putting to deliver the goods very sooner to the customer, those efforts cannot be quantified, cannot be measured in terms of money. Maybe the companies may charge premium for delivering it within a very short span of time. Such concepts are not there right now, but that is their responsibility to deliver as soon as possible. So maybe in future business models may develop, we can't say. So many companies are therefore using a combination of quantitative and qualitative non-financial indicators such as the following. Quality. So this is a non-financial indicator. Every company should give a lot of importance to the quality enhancement of their product. They should also cater to the consumer complaints, warranty claims which are given by the customers. They should always try to set it. Lead times whereby it's very high time they have to react. When there is a need to rework on something, they should always try to deliver on time. Whatever the time they have leisure as non-productive hours, they should try to like utilize it. System machine downtime, when machine is not working, is what is that they are going to do? So unlike traditional variance report, see, variance report is nothing but there is some standard which we create and there is actual what the results we get when we perform some activity actually or in actuality. The difference between this standard and this actual is nothing but it tells about the variance. Okay. Suppose I fixed the cost for something at 10 rupees and I incurred 12 rupees as a cost for that. So here 2 rupees extra what I'm paying is nothing but unfavorable because I'm paying more cost for something for which I estimated the desirable cost to be 10 rupees. Okay, this is variance and we're going to learn this in details. Already I started the chapter, but somehow couldn't continue that. Next class, I'll be trying to take up that chapter once again. Measures such as these are provided quickly for managers per shift or on daily or even hourly basis as required. They are likely to be easy to calculate and easier for non-financial managers to understand and therefore to use effectively to take action. So unlike the traditional variance reports, measures such as these can be. So these all areas are something which are given a lot of focus in non-financial aspect, and these are all the areas where a company's performance should be checked, how company is performing in all these areas. Okay. The benefit of non-financial indicators is that anything can be compared if it is meaningful to do so. Yes. Now, so there's an activity, non-financial indicators. Which two of the following are non-financial indicators that can be used to measure performance? Can you say what is the answer? Non-productive hours per month. This is what we have just seen. Profit per product per month is a financial measure. Should not be taken. Return per machine per month is a financial measure. Defects per product can be taken as consumer complaints. It is also a non-financial measure. Non-financial performance measures. So the use of non-financial performance measures has increased in recent years. A key reason why non-financial performance measures are used is that they are considered to be leading indicators of financial performance. Of course, if I tell you a company is compromising with the quality of its product, so do you think that company is going to continue for a longer period of time? No. If the quality is kept if the quality of the product is given the highest priority and they always give fine quality to the customers, then in future they are going to survive for a longer period of time. Otherwise they have to shut down. So can I say this particular non-financial performance can lead to a better financial results in the future? Please tell me yes or no. If you sell good quality products, can it increase the revenues of company and can it increase the profitability of company? Of course, and it can increase the demand of the product as well. So if customer satisfaction is low, this could imply a future fall in profits due to decreased sales demand. So what if good quality products are sold, that will increase demand for the product and that will increase the sales and that will increase the profits. So the non-financial measure of poor customer satisfaction has given an indication that the financial measure of future sales may change. That's what, if consumer is not satisfied, your company is going to lose business. Now, you can appreciate the benefits of non-financial performance indicators when you contrast them with financial performance measures and effect both might have on management. Yes, now we can compare the financial performance with non-financial performance and see how it can have an impact or effect on the management. Non-financial performance measures can provide managers with incentives to improve long-term financial performance. So focusing on customer satisfaction encourages repeat business, which is good for long-term profitability. Of course, if if you are focusing on customer satisfaction and if you give them good service, they will again come to your shop and again buy the goods. That business will repeat and that will lead to long-term profitability and that can give good incentives to the managers of the company as well. Financial performance measures used alone may provide managers with short-term incentives. See, every company's management will look for long-term profits. They are not satisfied with short-term profits. They don't look for short-term incentives. In short term, if you see only for profits and you kind of damage the relationship with your customers by giving them poor quality goods, then they will not again come to your shop and they will even they will kind of spread the news in the market that you are cheating them and giving them bad quality or obsolete quality products, and other potential customers may also not turn up to your business or your shop. So you are going to lose a lot of business in that case. Then comes the balance scorecard. What is balance scorecard? See, you are keeping a balance of everything, financial and non-financial indicators. So a popular approach in current management thinking to performance measurement is use of a balance scorecard consisting of a variety of indicators, both financial and non-financial. That means you're balancing both the financial and non-financial indicators. You're giving equal importance to all of them. So nothing like the finance indicators have a weightage over the non-finance. It's not like, you are sitting on a seesaw and someone is like, like dominating one side of the seesaw and someone is like, not able to dominate. So it is like just the balance, the correct balance. Okay. Like you can see here the balance. So the balance scorecard focuses on 4 different perspectives and aims to establish goals for each perspective together with measures which can be used to evaluate whether these goals have been achieved. Just a second. Just a second. Yeah. So the balance scorecard focuses on 4 different perspectives and aims to establish goals for each perspective. We are looking at 4 perspectives here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to set goals in all those perspectives together with measures which can be used to evaluate whether these goals have been achieved. Okay. So now first, what do we create? How do we create value for our shareholder? That is exactly the financial perspective. Okay. So we may have some objectives. We are going to look that in details and some measures we have to take. See, how do we create value for our shareholders? We will set some targets, some objectives, and we will take some measures for that. How must we excel at internal business process? So internally the businesses, what they always like make the plans or strategy to excel. Innovation and learning. Can we continue to improve and create value? Yes, we have to be innovative. Otherwise, we will be out of the market. Customer, how do customers see us? So that is also what objectives we have towards the customer satisfaction or customers and what measures we need to take. Okay. Now, so the explanation part is here. Financial covers traditional measures such as growth, profitability, and shareholder value. So financial is always about how the wealth of the shareholders can grow, how the profitability of the shareholders can be, high, and how the shareholders value can be enhanced. That means whatever the investment they have done, the investment value can be increased. Customer, like, give rise to targets that matter to customers. Cost, like, you always want to satisfy your customer. How come you can satisfy? What measure? The objective is to keep customers happy and satisfied. How you can do that? You can, like, give them a reasonable cost, good quality goods. Okay, you should deliver them on time, the goods, and you should always do the inspection, how the things are going on with the goods, and also handling. Now, internal business process aims to improve internal processes, decision making, and resource utilization. Of course, looks more into efficiency. Innovation and learning. Here the consideration is the capacity of the business to maintain its competitive position. That can happen through innovation or developing new skills and new products. So balance, the scorecard is balanced in sense that managers are required to think in terms of all four perspectives, not only one area, to prevent improvements being made in one area at the expense of other. That means to earn very good profits, the managers cannot, compromise with quality. Then the customer satisfaction will be hurt. So here you have to give them good products at lower cost, but the quality should be very, like, reasonable. Okay, like that you have to balance. Features of balanced scorecard. The traditional measures are mainly inward looking and narrow in focus with over emphasis on financial measures and short term goals. Yeah, traditionally that is what happens now. More importance is given to financial measures and also only to short term goals, but not long term goals are compromised. That happens traditionally. So balanced scorecard focuses on both internal and external factors and links performance measures to key elements of company's strategy. It provides a balanced consideration of both financial and non-financial measures and goals to prevent improvements being made in one area at the expense of other. Yeah. So they always want a balanced approach. They don't want one area to be good and another area to be suffering. They want a balanced approach and all the areas should excel. It attempts to identify the needs and concerns of customers to identify new products and markets. So what it does, it attempts to identify the needs and concerns of customers to identify new products and markets and focuses on comparison with competitors to establish best practice. Yeah, so they always see the concerns of the customers and they always what does the need of the customer, what they want, what is their concern, and then they always compare themselves with their competitors and they try to establish best practices, what they can give in a better way to their customers. Okay, so there is a question here of balance scorecard. I want you to do this like homework, as this activity is homework after reading this, or if you want I can just explain this. What do you say? You want to do as a homework or shall I explain? Hello.
Sir, can you explain it, sir?
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah.
Explain it, sir. Can.
Yeah, so read this once. What is this saying? Activity, you have to do this. Come on, give me the answers for this. Which for each of the following performance indicators for a general insurance company. So here the insurance company is general insurance company. Identify one balance scorecard perspective being measured. Okay. So you need to take you need to take a general insurance. You know what is that? You have an idea about general insurance company? Hello.
Like normal general insurance, sir?
Yeah, general insurance, that
General.
is like casual property insurance, casual,
Yes, yes, sir.
yeah, like all this insurance, not health insurance, general insurance.
Yeah.
So each of the, so you have to see the performance indicators here with from the perspective of like a general insurance company and identify one balance scorecard perspective being measured. That means all four areas you should balance. So what can your answer be for this? Yeah. So performance indicator, balance scorecard perspective. So percentage of policies renewed. It is from whose perspective? Customers, correct? Right? Staff
Yes, sir.
training days. It is from whose perspective? So we will come here. What we have seen gives rise to targets that matter to customers, cost, quality, delivery, inspection, handling, and so on. And innovation and learning considers the business capacity to maintain its competitive position through the acquisition of new skills and development of new products. So, staff training days would be into innovation and learning, correct? Okay, now return on capital employed. Exactly what is the answer for this? Please tell.
Financial.
Very good. Yeah, this is financial perspective. Percentage revenue from new products.
It's also financial, sir.
If you are giving new products to the customers, like that is coming under innovation, no? From balance scorecard perspective. Now, percentage of premiums paid out as claims. So here money is involved or not? If, hello,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
see, the insurance company will receive premiums, no?
Yes, sir.
From customers, they receive the insurance premium. From that, they will be paying the money for claims. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Percentage of policy documents sent out within 5 working days. So this is happening in internal business process. Internal business. So this is what you are seeing here. Percentage of policies renewed is with with respect to customers. Staff training days. So staff would be like given lot of training under what perspective? Hello. Hello.
Learning perspective, sir.
Learning. If you want some returns out of your investment, financial. Percentage revenue from new products. New in the sense it leads to innovation. Okay. And if at all claims have to be settled, definitely money is involved there. Money has to be paid because money would be given as claims, financial. And percentage of policy documents sent out within 5 working days. So internal business process, if it is very strong and robust and very efficient, that they can do that in 5 days as well. Advantages and disadvantages. As with all techniques, problems can arise when balance scorecard is applied. See, everything has an advantage and disadvantage. So what are the things here we're going to see? All 4 perspectives considered by managers. So managers need to look. So this is one of the problems. From the manager's perspective, but advantages. This is advantageous to the stakeholders, correct? Like to the people, to the stakeholders of the company. Why? Because all the 4 areas are given equal importance. Am I right? For managers, it is a daunting task. I know managers have to focus on all 4 areas. For that reason, they are hired. But it is good for the stakeholders of the company. So the advantage here is because of balance scorecard, all the areas, both internal and external matters affecting the organization, are looked upon. They also need to link together financial and non-financial measures. Therefore, they can see how factors in one area affect all other areas. That means if quality is been given a lot of importance, if customer is satisfied, he may come to the business again and again, and the business repeats, and the profits also can be earned. So this is what one area is impacting another area. Yes. One example. Consistency between objectives, control systems, and staff. It can be difficult to incorporate objectives into control systems. Yeah, it's very tough and difficult because whatever objectives you want, if you want to keep that into control, sometimes you have to, for fulfilling your objectives, you have to take some extra steps, or you have to go a step ahead, such as budget. So, but the thing is, if you want to fulfill all your objectives or whatever goals you're setting, you have to budget. You have to prepare a budget for that and keep things under control. So targets set by a budget, say, may conflict with objectives. Yeah. So your target you have set is like, suppose, let's say you want to travel someplace and you have set a target of $100. Or let's say if you want to buy some cloth, you want to buy a t-shirt, and the target is like 100 rupees. But at 120 rupees, many of the t-shirts are of better quality and better one. So now again a problem has arisen or not. You may not be able to buy this because it is not falling in your budget, correct? So moreover, staff may put their own interpretation on objectives against the actual intention of the original objective. Yeah, what should be done accordingly is not given importance, but what according to us should be done is given more importance. That means some work, if can be performed in some way, that work if is performed in that way, it's okay, it's good. But I want that work to be performed according to my way. So that is again a problem. Okay, just a second. See, these are advantages. I'm not ruling out these are not advantages. But the thing is, challenges are there. So moreover, staff may put their own interpretation on objectives against actual intention of original objective. The balanced scorecard should improve communication between different levels of the organization. And see, if all things, staff may put their own interpretation on objectives. Yeah, I have set a goal that I want to buy something for 100 rupees. Okay, that is my goal, like being a staff. But actually, if I spend 120, it's going to be even better. So I need to balance there. I cannot compromise on quality and pay less price for something and buy something which is of less quality. If it is to be if I have to drag my I have to pay extra money for that purchase, then I should be even ready for that. So that should be not affecting my quality and my customer satisfaction aspect. So I need to balance. I need to make strategies in such a way that I need to balance things. Disadvantages, conflicting measures. Some measures, yeah, if you want to put lot of money for research and development, that may increase the cost. But we want the cost to be less for the customers. Selecting measures. Not only do appropriate measures have to be devised, but the number of measures used must also be agreed. So care must be taken that the impact of results is not lost in a sea of information. Expertise. Measurement is only useful if it initiates appropriate action. Non-financial managers may have difficulty with the usual profit measures. With more measures to consider, this problem will be compounded. That means sometimes there is less expertise is what is seen. So measurement is only useful if it indicates appropriate action. Yeah, if we measure something, we will put our efforts for measuring something only if some action can be taken based upon that measurement. So non-financial managers, they don't have idea about the profit measures. So with more measures to consider, this problem will be compounded. That means they again should consider more and more measures to overcome that issue or problem. Interpretation. Even a financially trained manager may have difficulty in putting the figures into an overall perspective, of course. Efficiency, capacity, and activity. So here there are three ratios we are going to learn about. What is efficiency ratio? See, already we have studied this in labor chapter as well. Standard hours produced, that means by actual hours worked. So, standard we have set, like we will do some task in 10 hours. And actual hours what we have taken is 5 hours. So this is efficiency or not? Yes. Suppose there are two students. I've given them given them homework, and that homework can be done in 30 minutes. Let's say one question I've given to both of them, and the standard time for that is 30 minutes. This guy has taken 15 minutes. This guy has taken 20 minutes. Who is more efficient? 15 minutes. Correct. So given the standard time, if you consume less time, that is good. Okay. Always, always. So here the standard is 30 and 15. So, 2 times efficient, and here 30 by 20, just 1.5 times efficient. So 2 times efficient is better, no? Capacity ratio, average hours worked by budgeted hours, average hours, that may, sorry, actual hours. So if you're working for 10 hours and the budget is for, the budget has been sent for us, the budget has been, made for, 20 hours. That means some task can be done in 20 hours, but you're doing that in 10 hours. So definitely you are working, your capacity is, like, instead of putting 100% capacity, at 50% capacity level, you're able to perform the task. Correct. That means your 50% capacity is more than enough for that task. That much capable you are.
Hello.
Next comes the activity or production volume ratio, standard hours produced by budgeted hours. Standard hour, see, budgeted hours are nothing but the hours which you have planned. Okay, let's say it is 10 hours. And standard hours produce nothing but standard like hours to actual work. So standard hours for actual work. What do you mean by this? See, let's say according to you, some work can be done in, you know, like standard hours for actual work. So let's say for doing some task, it takes just 1 hour. Okay. Okay. 1 hour. Please understand. This is very important. So to do some task, the standard time you have allocated is 1 hour, and the work you have done in 10 hours. So you have taken how much time? Please tell me. 10 hours. That is the standard hour for actual work. See. So actual work standard hours. Here the point is given. The activity or production volume ratio compares the number of standard hours to actual work produced and budgeted hours. So see, according to us, what we have budgeted is when we perform some, when we want to make some, when we want to make 100 units, please understand. So for making 1 unit, it takes 1 hour. That is the standard. Now please understand what I'm saying. Hello. So we like see what we have, estimated is we want to make we want for making 100 units. Okay. For making 100 units. Okay. Let's say for making 100 units, it takes 1 hour. Okay. So I'll write here 100 units, 1 hour. Okay. So the standard, the standard, output what we usually make in our company is 1000 units. How many units? Come on, tell me. So for 1000 units, how many hours it will take? 10 hours. That is your budgeted hours. Okay. So usually for 100 units, 1 hour. To make 100 units in your factory, always usually you take 1 hour. That is standard. So let's say you always make 1000 units and it takes 10 hours for you to make 1000 units. That is your budgeted hour. But this time you made 2000 units. How many units? Come on, tell me. Yes.
Yes, sir. 2000.
So how many hours you will take? How many hours you have taken?
20
In
hours.
actuality, 20 hours. So it is 2 times of what you have budgeted. That's what is activity or production volume ratio. So you have taken twice the time, whatever you have budgeted of that, twice you have taken. That means the standard units you need to make is 1000, but this time you have made 2000 units, correct? Since you have made 2000 units, 20 hours you have consumed. That is 2 times of what you have budgeted. Now, so the production volume you wanted, you always like produce 1000 units. This time it has been 2000 units. So you're seeing how many hours you have consumed. Performance measures for non-profit making. Here we are seeing triple E. Economy, efficiency, effectiveness. So what is this triple E? I take the example of Maruti Suzuki car. Okay. So Maruti Suzuki car is known for its economy, efficiency and effectiveness always. Why? See, Maruti, if you take Maruti car, you are it is very fuel efficient. First of all, it is, cheaper to buy and cheaper to maintain. Servicing cost is less. If some parts are damaged, that is also less cost. So it is economical. And, it is giving you good, service in the sense it is very effective as well. It's not any less in luxury. It's giving you very good comfort and everything. So it is effective as well. Okay. So these 3 things we have to see in the non-profit organizations performance. Whatever the non-profit organizations are, what output they give should have all these 3 things. There's an activity you have to do this as a homework. Studying and measuring 3 E's. Already I have explained this. So, resources are all material, labor, and all the, you use these 2 for making your output or product. These are the inputs for making the output. And for example, in a straight run hospital, this would include the price paid for drugs. Like you always want to pay less than the open market prices. Okay. So for process, for example, in a straight run hospital, this could be the cost per successful heart operation. This is usually some ratio of economy and effectiveness measures. That means how much cost you are incurring for, how much cost you are paying for one heart operation in a straight run hospital and how much you are paying in a private hospital. That you can compare. So there comes the economy and effectiveness. So state run hospital is going to give you good service and as well as, good in the sense, okay, reasonable. There cannot be a compromise with any patient in anywhere in the world, and also it's going to be economical. Outputs, in other words, the results of an activity measurable as services actually produced and quality of services. So output is nothing but whatever the activity you are performing, what is the result of that? and it should be measurable as services actually produced, and the quality of the services also matter. So in case of state-run hospital, this may include, for example, the percentage of patients recovering from heart surgery. So output is nothing but how many patients have got admitted in the hospital, and how many patients have got the treatment, and how many are recovering from that heart surgery is the output. Okay, from that particular non-financial, non-for-profit organization, which is the state-run hospital. So there's an activity which you have to do. Very simple. Easily you can do this after reading. If you are getting any difficulty, you can kind of mention me that one. I will support you. Performance measurement in other areas. The key performance measurement in service industries is to ensure that what you are measuring has been clearly defined. Again, that's a problem in service industry. I'm saying about hotels or transport sector. Manufacturing industry is nothing but where inputs are converted to output. So the key to performance measurement is in the service. The key to performance measurement in service industries is to ensure that what you are measuring has been clearly defined. Okay. So it is very tough now in service industries. What they clearly want, to define that one, because service industries are not for profit motives; they are to give services. So performance measurement in manufacturing is increasingly using non-financial measures. See what happens. The companies which are into manufacturing sector are also now giving a lot of importance to non-financial measures like quality, compliances, customer satisfaction, etc. So in a contract environment, each contract undertaken is unique. Detailed planning should be undertaken, and performance target should be set. Performance measures for contract and process costing environment. See, I'm speaking about certain contracts been given by some companies to some other manufacturers. Let's say Britannia. Britannia Industries have no factory in Hyderabad, but they can give that they can ask the local manufacturers to manufacture biscuits for them. In COVID-19 times also, Dr. Reddy Labs and some other companies were approached by the Russian and other vaccine manufacturers, vaccine making companies to manufacture vaccine for them. Okay, like they will give all the metal and all. You can use your facility to do that. That's it. You are not the one who has discovered that vaccine, but you are just doing the contract manufacturing. So performance measures need to be thought out carefully for contract environments. The high degree of standardization, yes, in process costing environments means that it is ideal for setting performance standards. So when you are doing some job work for someone, you cannot compromise on quality any point of time. That means you have to use very standard kind of methodology or process or performance should be of that kind. And non-financial performance measures for manufacturing include cost, behavior, quality, time, and innovation. That means, of course, if you are taking some contract from some other company, so the local manufacturer should always try to maintain that they should manufacture at some reasonable cost and give the best quality, and on time they should deliver, and also they should be innovative. That means new ideas also they can share. Okay. So this is the end of the chapter. So I want you to learn this chapter today and write the test of this chapter tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to conduct a test. 4 p.m. I'm going to send you the paper of this chapter. Fine. Thank you.